Hey y'all! Hello everyone! I'm so excited. Y'all hear my music? Bling bling. Bling bling. Cleo, this is my brother. I'm so excited. Listen, y'all. I asked him to dance with me. Guess what he said? Look at him. He ain't moving.
No
But look,
kidding.
I said, can you girl it? He said no. Listen, I never thought that he would do it. Everybody in the family said he ain't gonna dance, but he did. Cleo, one more time. One more time. I love it. I love it, Chelsea. Listen, guys. I'm so excited because I had my brother, I had my sister on last week, 2 weeks ago. Now I got my brother on, and you guys are gonna learn a little bit about the Hollingsworth clan. I'm gonna call it the Hollingsworth clan. But first of all, welcome to Pat Boy Beauty and Bling. I'm excited today. I love my family. And as we get older, Clem and I grew up together. We were so close in age. I'm gonna tell y'all about that in a minute. But we grew up together. We were like friends. We had to play together outside, in the yard, making chocolate rocks. Remember that, Clem?
Absolutely.
Dirt and rocks. Who
Absolutely.
does that? Our chocolate candy. Anyway.
Creative.
So listen, y'all. I want to welcome you guys. It's Pat Boy Beauty and Bling. And listen, what do? We inspire, we empower, we educate you guys on beauty, business, and fashion. And today, my fabulous brother is here. I want to welcome him. I'm going to start clapping. I hope y'all clap. Look, y'all, I'm going to try to read these chats. If y'all want to say something, say something. My niece told me, Pat, get out the screen and go over to the chat. You'll see them talking. So I'm so excited. I got to give y'all an overview of the Hollingsworth before I introduce Clem and before he tells us all the fabulous things that he does with that energy. It's amazing. But I think it's in our DNA. I'm on high. He is a little more settled, but look, he get it in. I love it. Okay, so listen, y'all. I gotta give this spiel about my family. So I'm gonna start with my grandparents. These are the Hollingsworth. This is the Hollingsworth legendary business entrepreneurs. So I'm gonna start with my grandparents. Now, look, this is just who I call them. I can't call them Mr. Hollingsworth, Mommy Dear and Daddy L. Mommy Dear, our grandparents, Mommy Dear and Daddy L, had a cleaners business. It was called Try Me Cleaners. So you guys gonna learn where we get this from, this entrepreneurial spirit. They had a farm. They had rental property. I don't know if you guys remember the bottom. Clem, remember the bottom?
Absolutely.
What did we do down at the bottom?
We rode horses. We fed pigs. We had chickens. We had it was basically a Gary farm that I used to think was a distance away, but it was in GI.
Right around the corner. Yep. That's the funny thing. It was right around the corner off of 25th Avenue, the bottom. Yep. And listen, let me go on. My mother's father that I just found out about was a barber in Opelika, Alabama. He was the first Black business owner. He opened up the first Black barber shop in Opelika, Alabama. I'm like, what? This is amazing. And then listen, Mommy, our mom, I call her Mommy like a baby. Mommy, she was grandma's daycare service. She serviced the whole neighborhood. All the kids called her Granny. So she had her own entrepreneurial business. After she retired, after I had to sit her down because she did not want to hear that phone ringing. She said, Pat, this phone is getting on my nerve. I said, guess what, Ma? You can go home and work. Let me help you. So we helped her build this business and the kids loved her. Then I had a sister. She passed, but she had Triumph Multimedia Public Relations. Listen, she was a promoter. She was a photographer. She would look. She used to service the stars. You remember that, Clem?
Absolutely.
She loved it. But look, a lot of us work other jobs, but we had other streams of income. It was fabulous. Look, my sister Linda, she passed on too. But guess what? She worked with me. She had her own cleaning service. So she would clean my salon. And then she picked up other business from our clients. And, I remember I recommended her to one of my girlfriends, Fonda. She loved to plant. Remember, Clem? She would go over Mom's house and plant those flowers. And she just loved it. And I said, my client said, Pam, I need somebody to do my yard. I said, I got somebody, my sister Linda. So she was a business, but she was also a nurse. She had another stream of income. Okay, then of course, look, I'm going down the line of our age, so y'all just got to bear with me. Then you got me, Pet Boy. Hey, how many streams of income? 10,000. I love business. Look, I've only worked for one company when I was about 17 years old. I worked there 1 week because they did not treat me right. They wanted to pay everybody but me, and I did my job. The store. Y'all know the store. Tri-City. So guess what I told them? Bye-bye.
Deuces.
Not me. So look, I didn't know I was going to become an entrepreneur, but I just became one because God knew. Okay, let's go on. Then we got that fabulous Lisa. Hey, Lisa. I'm so excited, girl. Look, Lisa, I just met Lisa. Well, really, they say I met her a long time ago, but I can't remember because I think I blocked out a lot of things. She helped me. She's so sweet. I love her. But Lisa is a beauty expert guru. Look, running business, salon, beauty school, barber shop, books, not-for-profit organizations. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. I love it. So look, guys, let me go down the line. Then I got my nieces, Chelsea, my iTech, my photographer, my videographer. She's running a business. She don't even know she's running a business, but she is. Okay, let's keep going. She's got a stepbrother that has a company called Vibes by Chris. He has accessories and bundles. So look, beauty, all in the biz, all in the family, all in the family. Y'all remember that show, All in the Family?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody watch it? I didn't. All in the family. Anyway, okay, then listen, you guys. Then I have a niece, Robin and Courtney. They're cosmetologists. Initially they started out running it. They work other jobs, but I believe it's going to come back to them one day. Okay, then my niece's fiance, Chuck, family, running a multi-rental property construction business. Business people, we are business. We create jobs, we employ, and we empower. I love it. Okay, now let me get to Clem and his family. Now, Clem, I'm gonna let you tell the audience what your family do because look.
Absolutely. Not a problem. Not a problem. Well, I'll start with my lovely wife, LaJune. After 28 years of service at the Lake County Government Center, she was blessed enough to retire. And of course, she's got a lot of talent in her and wanted to do some things with her hand and with her imagination and creativity. So she has a business, Made in the Shade and Accessories, where she does some of everything, shirts, hats, masks, glasses, you name it. And she can personalize it for any occasion.
So listen, Clem, let me stop you right there. So, I had to stalk the people down to really see what they do. I went to her page. I was like, oh my God, I had no idea she did all of that. I'm like, LaJune, who are you?
Yeah.
Hollingsworth. Okay, so listen, continue. Tell us about the other kids.
Okay. And then my oldest son, I've got two kids, Michael Anthony, he'll be 30 this year, and he had some creative juices in him when he was young. In between, of course, sports and other things, young ladies, he had a disinterest in his artistic ways as he was going through school. After completing service in the United States Army, he decided to venture back into this passion that he had when he was a kid. Actually, Lejeune kind of reminded him, you remember when you used to paint and when you used to love art? And it struck up juices in him. And of course, they were not his own, they were absolutely God gifted blessings that just was already there laying dormant. And he decided to start back up just less than a year ago with his artwork.
Hold on.
Mhm.
I remember.
Mhm.
I can't listen. I can't believe it because God will elevate you. It don't take long.
Absolutely.
If you believe in yourself and connect with God, it will not take long. What did he do, Clem?
Michael's spirit is like Pat's spirit. He really did not want to work for a corporation or a company. He wanted to be an entrepreneur, provide opportunities not only for himself and his family, but for others. So he decided to get back into the art business and the art world. He is basically one of the most well-known young NFT artists. I'm going to say in the world. He's also venturing into a clothing line, SOBO. And SOBO stands for Stand Out, Be Original. Imagine that. His auntie exemplifies Sobo, standing out and being original. So everything is working for the good of the Lord, and he's being blessed financially from those blessings that the Lord has birthed in him.
And he's got some things coming out. He's going to launch pretty soon. But listen,
Absolutely.
he took the gift, his creativity, and studied and ventured out into the thing that will create wealth for him. And
Absolutely.
he's running with it. When I saw Mikey posing with his own clothing line, I'm like, what? Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Very proud of him. Now, my youngest, Michaela Alexis, she's a nurse by trade, very independent young lady, but very gifted. And I think, again, from our mom and my sister Pat and other individuals that's been in the beauty industry, albeit not licensed, but she can make your face up, do your hair, just as good as someone that holds a license.
Yes, she does. And I'm going to get her because every time I see that little fabulous one, I'm like, Michaela.
And she's an animal whisperer.
Oh, and she's an animal whisperer. Josie said, don't forget that.
Absolutely. We actually thought that was the field that she was going to go in. She loved animals, but the Lord led her to care for the sick and shut in, and she became a nurse. So we're proud of her for that direction.
Yes, and I believe that something in the beauty field is going to ignite in her because I mean from the lashes, the eyebrows, the makeup, the hair, she does it all. I mean, she's gifted. So I'm excited about that, Clem. So look, Clem, we're gonna wait for you after I finish. But I say it's just fabulous when you have multiple streams of income, and then you have passion, and you take the passion and you run with it. I love it. Okay, so look, y'all. Let's go to I got some more nieces and nephews. Look, Buffy. So Buffy is my brother's daughter. Buffy, she used to work with me. She was a beauty expert, but now she owns a ranch. She's got her own cows. I mean, I'm just saying. She's running is it a farm? What is it? They say cows, buffalo, horses. I'm like, who does that? Somebody that's willing. So I'm excited for her. And then her daughter, Clem, Bree. Bree
Great.
is a great expert. She's running a business right out of her home. She has a clientele. Her husband is a barber. So we connected with all these beauty experts and barbers, and I love it. And then look, Patty and Lene. Patrick, his name is Patrick. I think he was named after me. I don't know. But he and his wife are running a realtor business. They work with the Black Wealth Consortium or something. I don't know. Some NII chapter. And then they have a life and health insurance agent. I love it. And wait a minute. Let's talk about Brian, our uncle, our cousin. Brian is our cousin.
First cousin, only first cousin.
Our only cousin. Let me remember that. Brian is our first and our only cousin. He has a car customization business. And then his wife is a barber running Sports Clip like crazy. So I hope I did not forget anybody in this fabulous Hollingsworth family tree that is running fabulous business, entrepreneurs by day, visionaries by night, leaders leading the world. That's what I say. So Clem,
Yes.
let's get to you. Now, Clem, I couldn't really understand because I'm not in the sports arena, but I know that you're doing some great things as a leader in this whole sports arena. Give us what you do.
Okay.
Talk to the audience about who you are and what you do, even from your job aspect.
Okay. Well, I'll start just from a young kid. Had a basketball court. I was raised. I'll even back up further. My brother was the oldest, 5 girls in between. I'm the youngest. So I was blessed to at least have whatever sporting equipment that I wanted. And I don't know if that was to keep me from playing with the girls, but my brother and I, we were separated by 12 years. But I'll get to the basketball court. Had a basketball court in the backyard. Backyard started with grass. When the basketball court was erected, we turned that into basically hard dirt. It was almost like concrete. Everybody in the neighborhood used to come over, and we used to play, especially in the summertime, from sun up to sundown. Of course, being gravitated to basketball, along with the other sports in the neighborhood that we used to play, I took a liking more to basketball, which led me to play for my high school and love the game. What's
the name of the school?
Gary Westside. I graduated from Gary Westside.
I want lunch today just for you.
Absolutely. So, okay, from there, I'll fast forward to 2010. Leading up to 2010, I used to still actually play basketball. And my wife used to say, if you tear an ACL or an MCL and can't go to work, we're going to have some problems. So you might want to stop acting like you're Michael Jordan and sit down somewhere. At that juncture, I knew, I'd say about a dozen officials that were already officiating basketball. And they used to always tell me, I need to get my license. It's the closest thing to still playing and still giving back to the game and being around the game. So in November of 2010, I decided to get my basketball officials license for the state of Indiana. And I took a liking to officiating, and everything that they said was true. Of course, you still have to be in some type of shape. You have to stay up to date on rule changes and things of that nature. So it was a perfect, I guess, segue from retiring into still having something to do with basketball.
Okay, so hold on. So you got licensed to become an officiating referee, or what?
Correct. A basketball official. Absolutely.
Okay.
And that was in 2010.
Okay, in 2010. Okay.
Now, fast forward to 4 years later, we decided, when I say we, my mentor, God rest his soul, Russell Slape, and he passed last year from cancer. But myself, Russell Slape, and a few other officials, Luis Rodan, Danny Escalante, Steve Jovanovic, Joe Bobrowski, we decided to form the Northwest Athletic Officials Association. Well,
Okay.
let me correct myself. We decided to revive that association. It
Uh-huh.
was dormant for decades, and we decided to revive that association. And basically, what we did is went to the state, made sure that we were still sanctioned as an association has been and branched out. I utilize my negotiation contract skills in my profession. I run a service center, a trucking company, but all of my adult jobs have been in upper management or management. So
Leadership. Mhm.
we decided to branch out and contact various schools. And I'll give you a list of some of the schools that we have contracts with, very prominent schools in the state of Indiana. Crown Point High School, Valparaiso High School, Thea Bowman Leadership Academy, Gary Westside, my alma mater, East Chicago Central, Washington Township, South Central, Hammond Academy of Science Technology. So we reached out to quite a few schools in the Northwest Indiana area to provide a contract in order to assign officials for their sporting events. We were successful in reaching out to about 15 high schools and then maybe a dozen private schools, Victory Christian, Calumet Christian, Portage Christian, various high schools that still had athletic programs.
Okay.
Basically, what our responsibility was to initiate a contract with them to provide officials for their sporting events. Now, from there, we had to fatten up our officials. And when I say fatten them up, I don't mean that literally. I mean that as it relates to growing our association.
You had to build a team.
Absolutely. Currently, we have 175 officials in our association. And what our responsibility is to recruit, train, retain, develop, but more than anything, to provide them with an opportunity to earn income with their officials license. And basketball is not the only sport that we assign for. We assign for softball, we assign for volleyball, we assign for baseball. So it was an opportunity to have a young man or a young lady, for lack of a better term, have a part-time revenue stream
Another stream of income.
that would pay you much more than a McDonald's would pay you. On average, on the low end for the lowest level of games that we assign, $30 to $35 a game. On a higher level, anywhere from $75 to $85 a game.
Wow.
That we are able to provide young men and young women with an opportunity to earn an income.
I love it.
Just one small tidbit as it relates to high school. The sky is the limit after high school, and the amount of money that Division I officials, NBA officials, and professional officials make would dwarf most, I guess, Fortune 500 jobs that individuals would go out and try to obtain, even with a degree. You would be surprised at the amount of money that you can make officiating.
Wow, that is amazing. So you're telling me that you can become licensed, then you can be employed, you can make it can be a part-time job, or it could be a full-time job.
Absolutely. The beauty of our officials, we have a platform, a web-based platform that allow you to customize your schedule to however you want your schedule to be. And what I mean by that, anything that you are not available for, you simply block. You can block a day, you can block a week if you're on vacation, you can block a certain day of the week, and anything that shows available, we have opportunities as assigners to assign you a game. And even though you show available, you don't have to accept it. You have the right to say yes or no.
Wow, that is amazing. Clem, can you hear me? Because, this technology, I tell you, I don't know what's wrong, but sometimes we get disconnected some kind of way. But that is so amazing. I love the whole concept, the structure, the growth. So you guys started in 2010?
Well, I started officiating in 2010, and we started the association in 2014. So 4 years later.
Wow. And it's 2020, and you guys have grown that large. So do you do a lot of the recruiting, or you guys are assigned to different positions?
Well, I do some of it all. I actually do some of it all, up to and including even working games. I was blessed in 2022 this year to work the girls' state finals at Gamebridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, where the Pacers play. And I was also blessed to work a semi-state boys game. And I look at maybe a 3-year window to continue officiating. And reason behind that, and I'll still stay around the game from a training and development perspective, just from me running up and down the floor, and not to give away my age, but it's going to put me in that 60 range in about 3 years. So I think by then I would have accomplished, what I set out to accomplish personally.
That is amazing. So you really, I have this whole list of questions to ask you, but you basically answered them all in your overview. But I do want to let people know, your heart. And so listen, guys, I'm a hairstylist, and, the clients come in, and sometimes they share, their problem situations with their kids or whatever. So when I hear a client having a problem or a situation, I'm going to address it. I'm going to find the resources or the person or the whatever so that they can come up out of it. Now, look, I want to let you guys know, I call you, Clem, at any given time. I'll text you, call you and say, look, I got a client. She's got a son. She's got a daughter. Is interested in the business or just need some lifting up. And guess who shows up?
Well, it's interesting that you say that, Pat. Yesterday, as I alluded to when I spoke with you earlier, I was at a state meeting at Indianapolis, and the average age for officials is about 55. In Indiana, it's 51.3. And I say that to say that we absolutely need more officials. So my passion, whenever Pat reaches out to me, if it's someone that has an interest in officiating, I want to provide them every opportunity, up to and including my email address, and I'll walk them through the process. But the beauty is that our association will give them a free membership for just being a new official. And we have starter programs, we have lower level programs in order to get someone that's just starting out a training ground and an opportunity to not only train and learn, but we still pay you for that training and learning.
That's amazing. So for the audience, for you guys who have, sons or even daughters, because young ladies, they officiate too, right?
Absolutely. So
if you have these family members that needs another stream of income that shows some interest, how do they contact you or the organization?
Well, our organization email address is 7.com.
Okay.
And
hold on, Clem. Can you repeat that? Because it blacked out.
Sure. NAOA 108207 at gmail.com. Sending us an email with just your name. Of course, we'd have your email address and a phone number. And from there, you'll think that you knew me or know me, because I'll take it from there and run with it
Yes.
as far as everything you need to know in order to get a license and start in the officiating arena.
And listen, guys, I know that to be true because I have text Clem, 5:30 in the morning saying, Clem, I need you. Can you talk to my client's son? And listen, immediately he says, yes, no problem. Give him my number. Just connect me with them and I can go from there. So that is amazing. So Clem, now you said that a couple of years you may come out of the physical part,
Mhm.
but can you share with us where you see yourself going from here? Are you, uh, starting a mentoring program yourself? Tell me
Well,
what's your plans?
I can say this. My wife, she has wanted me and pushed me to pursue even potentially training and developing not only officials but also basketball players as a whole. I love the game, been around the game pretty much all my life, and I think whether it be from a coaching perspective or whether it be from um, a trainer's perspective of just training and developing players themselves, it will be probably one of the two, either continually training and developing officials and or migrating to training and developing actually athletes, albeit I'm a little seasoned as far as my years. I still stay in shape. I still run. I still ride
So
my Peloton.
I did want to ask you that. Do you work out every day? How do you keep this energy up? How do you keep going like you go?
I'm an early riser like yourself, Pat, and I'm up at 4:15, 4:30 on work days, and I get a workout in before I go to work. The beauty of me getting a workout in before I go to work is when I get off, no matter what may occur, can you go here? Can you do this? I need you to do that. My workout is done. So I do it in the morning, and I do that 5 or
Discipline.
6 days a week.
Discipline. It's called discipline. You know what? I need some of that discipline. Would you consider mentoring, people outside of that arena? Because look, you got a lot going on with you. I mean, you got a lot of good stuff. So you get up early in the morning because you got to get up to make it get going. Then you work out, you take care of your body.
Yep.
Then you got this structure. I'm always listening to how the organization grew. And
Well,
it started here, and you decided, you grew your team, and now you pushing them out. That's kingdom.
Absolutely. Something, just because of the sheer numbers of officials that we need, and some parts of the state, some associations are like crabs in a barrel, where they don't want to help and mentor and push and give people opportunities for fear of them losing games or opportunities. Our association is completely polar opposite of that. It's enough to go around for everyone, and we're not going to be doing it forever. So we need to bring in new and fresh young individuals in order to take the baton and run with it.
The next generation is all about them. I love it. I didn't know a whole lot about this organization, but it's dear to my heart because it reminds me of me. Listen, I need to train the next generation so that they can get up and running because pretty soon I'll be going on sitting on the dock of the bay.
Absolutely, and that's what it's about. And guess what? The show still has to go on when you move on. It has to go on when I move on. So we want to have preparation for my grandson. My grandson's going to potentially be an athlete. We want to make sure we have officials out there.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So, is there anything else you want the audience to know about the association? How to contact you. You guys, look, it's opportunity for your kids. They don't have to be idle. They can be productive. They can make money. They can change lives. They can grow up and do great things. What would you say, Clem? What would you say?
Well, really, what I would say for quite a few kids that's playing sports, it's
Yes.
a natural transition to go from playing the sport to managing the sport as an official. And once again, college, summertime, you name it, there's still an opportunity for you to officiate a game or officiate a contest and make money, behind it. And probably secondary, I would say, just Google what Division One officials make for any sport, or Google what professional officials make. You'd be surprised at the amount of money that they make annually for a part-time job, so to speak.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing. I always got to relate everything back to the beauty industry. So you said while they're in college, they can still officiate and then finish their studies. So look, while you're in college, you can learn, you can braid. If you come to my braid training, you can braid your friend's hair, make money, and still get your education. I love it.
Absolutely.
Business. Well, Clem, our time is up. Chelsea got this music on. She want me to start dancing. So listen, guys, this was amazing. I love it, Clem. You're doing great things in the community. You're empowering, inspiring, and developing. You're creating another stream of income for other people. You have the heart for God's people. You're willing to mentor and show the next generation the way. And I love it. And so, listen, guys, we will see you guys on Wednesday for a PBBBT. And this was just fabulous. The Hollingsworth clan. I love it.
Right, Pat. Hey, thanks for having me. Love you to life. And of course, wish you well in any and every endeavor.
Thank you. And you are my biggest supporter because you're the first one on. Now, I hope you're watching me scream and act up. But look, this sounds good. Can we close out with the Earl Fit plan?
I can't hear the music.
Oh, he said turn that music up.
No, I can hear it. I I ain't giving you no more.
He said he's done, y'all. He's done. See you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Y'all will hear from us very soon. Clem, I'm excited about your next. It's going to be amazing. Love
Appreciate
you.
it. All right, love you more.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Clem, don't leave.